Hey, what's up guys? It's been a while. I don't think I've made a video for around 8 months now. I recently started getting back into ESO a little bit, and back when I was playing pretty avidly, I created my magicka Templar for PVE, and I have the build done and I'd like to share it with you all. There's two variations of it. One will be for base game players that don't have any DLC, and then the second variation will be for players that do have DLC and all the other good stuff that goes with it. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna start with just the skills, and then I'll break up the two equipment sets afterwards. For your front bar, you're gonna want Puncturing Sweep as your first ability. Your second ability, you're going to want Mystic Orb, which is under the Undaunted skill line. It's the last skill you can get from there. You're going to want Radiant Glory, which is a Radiant Destruction morph, which is one of the normal Templar skills. For your fourth ability, you're going to want Inner Light, which is under the Mage's Guild. It's the very first one. It's a Mage Light morph. Your fifth ability, you're going to want Channeled Focus, which I believe is a Restoring Light. It's the very last one. You don't want that ability. Now your ultimate on your front bar, you're going to want Fiery Rage, which is the Destruction Staff ultimate ability when you have a Fire Staff equipped. For your back bar, your first ability is going to be Unstable Wall of Fire. This is a Wall of Elements morph that can be found under Destruction Staff, right here. Your second ability is going to be Blazing Spear. This is under your class abilities under Adric Spear, and it's the fourth skill. Your third ability is going to be Elemental Drain. This is under your Destruction Staff skill, and it's the fourth skill you unlock. Your fourth ability on the back bar is going to be Consuming Trap. This is a Soul Trap morph, and that can be found under the World skills and Soul Magic. It's the only active ability in this skill line. Your last skill on the back bar is going to be Dampen Magic. Every light armor user will typically be using this somewhere in their build because it's your best means of protecting yourself. So that's what you'll be using for your damage negation. Now for your ultimate ability on the back bar, I'd go with Solar Prison. It's very good for PvE dungeons. Allies can activate the synergy to increase the damage that's being output, which is found under Dawn's Wrath ultimate. Alright, onto the equipment. This first set is going to be geared for beginner players that don't have DLC and they just have the base game. So let's get into it. For your chest piece, you're going to want Mother's Sorrow with Divines and Maximum Magicka. For your belt, you're going to want Sash of Mother's Sorrow with Divines and Maximum Magicka. For your shoes, you're going to want Shoes of Mother's Sorrow with Divines and Maximum Magicka. For your legs, you're going to want Breeches of Mother's Sorrow with Divines and Maximum Magicka. For your gloves, you're going to want Gloves of Mother's Sorrow with Divines and Maximum Magicka. And now for your monster set, you're going to want Ice Heart's Guise and Ice Heart's Pauldrons. The Pauldrons can be obtained through trading your keys in that you get from finishing the Undaunted quests daily. And the Ice Heart's Guise can be obtained by doing the Dire Frost Keep dungeon on Veteran. You want light for the headpiece and heavy for the shoulders. All of the traits are going to be on Divines for that increased critical damage and critical healing. For your jewelry, you're going to want Burning Spellweave Necklace, Burning Spellweave Ring, and Burning Spellweave Ring. This is just Scamplord's Signet because I got it through the quest. On your front bar for your weapon, you're going to want the Burning Spellweave Inferno Staff with Nirnhoned and Fiery Weapon Enchantment. On the back bar, I currently have Inferno Staff of Willpower because it provides extra magicka, but optimally you'll want the Perfected Maelstrom Staff because it increases your Wall of Elements damage as well as your offensive penetration. Alright, onto the Veterans build. So Most of the equipment's going to be the same. You're still going Mother's Sorrow all the way around in the first 5. But your shoulders are going to be Burning Spellweave palettes with Divines and Maximum Magicka, and your headpiece is going to be Slimecraw's Visage with Impenetrable and Maximum Magicka. Optimally, you just want one of these to be heavy and one of them light. And for your jewelry, still Burning Spellweave necklace, Burning Spellweave ring, but you want the Ring of Pale Order, which you can acquire through scrying. It is a pain to get these, it always is, but it's well worth it. This will restore 20% of the damage you deal as health. This value is decreased by 4% per ally you are grouped with. So if you're in a group of 3 other people, you're going to be losing 12%. So you're only going to be restoring 8% of the damage you deal as health. But when you're doing solo content like Vadistran's Hollow or Maelstrom's Arena, this is going to be one of your most important pieces of equipment. It's going to keep you alive throughout the entire arena. So the equipment's the same for the staffs. It's still going to be Burning Spellweave Inferno staff and the Inferno staff of Willpower if you don't have the Maelstrom staff. So when you're going to engage your enemy, you'll hit them with Elemental Drain, then Consuming Trap, then you'll throw your spears down on them, fire your Elements Wall, and then you're going to want to hit them with the Orb. And then the rest you just want to continue with your spear strikes. Watching for when your abilities are going down. You see it blew up, so I throw down another one. Throw down more spears because they disappeared. You're just keeping your abilities up the whole time, and it's dealing a lot of damage. And that's all you really need to be doing as a DPS in PVE. Along with your skills, the Iceheart's Guise monster set. When you deal critical damage, you have a 20% chance to gain a damage shield that absorbs 5,000 damage for 6 seconds. While it holds, you deal 1,000 frost damage to all enemies within 5 meters of you, and this can occur every 6 seconds. So whenever I hit a crit, I have a 20% chance of activating that ability. So let's get it to activate here. Getting a little unlucky. There we go. So as you can see, it's poking damage on the enemy. It's just another addition to the added damage over time abilities that you have. So with all of them going, you know, you're just dealing a ton of damage, just ticking really fast. That's the goal here with PvE damage dealers. You just want all the dots that you can get on them. Alright, on the champion points. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm honestly not good at this stuff. So what I did, I went with maxed out my precision, increasing critical. Maxed out Eldritch Insight, increases your magicka. Over here, 20 points to increase my healing done. So these are the ones you need to have. Wrathful Strikes maxed out, Fighting Finesse maxed out, and Thaumaturge maxed out. I have Occult Overlord. This is honestly probably not the best for this build. I just like having the minions blow up when I kill them. It's really fun to use. So you're either going to want to have Backstabber or Master at Arms instead of Occult Overlord for if you really want to increase your damage to the max. Over here, we have 90 points. It's Piercing, Flawless Ritual, War Mage, all maxed out. That's basically going to be what you want for your warfare skills. Yeah. So, on to fitness. Over here in fitness, maxed out Rejuvenation for recovery, maxed out Fortified for increased armor, maxed out Balanced Vitality to get more health. And then over here, restore magicka per kill per stage. Yeah, so this is just going to help keep you sustained, because when you're just sitting there spamming your abilities like crazy, you're going to be using a ton of magicka, so having this helps a ton. Over here, we're going to have maxed out Hasty, increases your sprinting movement speed, 20 points into Sprinter, 20 points into Hero's Vigor, and then I just start going into Stealth Detection after you get these main ones that you need. Reduces duration of elemental status effects, that's just another nice thing to have. Yeah, the main abilities are what you really want to care about here. More nice stuff over here, just extra stuff that you can add. Yeah, I won't go into the craft abilities. Alright, so I think that covers everything. This has been my favorite PvE build to use. It's very good in solo content and for the veteran dungeons. It's an all around very good build to use. It's very beginner friendly. Yeah, it's just good. It's also what got me the Spirit Blood Champion title by beating Vadishran Hollows on veteran, which is a pain in the butt. I don't recommend trying that. Took forever. So, alright, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you build this build, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It works out really well. Alright, see you guys.